Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Trailmakers, and today we're going to be experimenting with magnetic levitation trains, or something of the sort. In the last episode, we did some crazy experiments with the electromagnets just to get a feel for how they work and what they do, and I asked you guys what you think I should do. Now, a lot of you were saying to make like a railgun of sorts, which I think is a great idea, but I personally haven't quite figured out how I would even do that. So, another popular suggestion was a maglev train. And I also really don't know how this is going to work, but it's easier for me to imagine the possibilities of a maglev train. So that's what I'm going with for my reasoning for doing this episode. But before we actually get to the maglev train, another question I asked you was, what should I spend the 10,000 gold that I have on? And overwhelmingly, you all wanted me to spend it in one place, which is on the Rainbow Maker. So we're gonna buy ourselves a 9,999 coin Rainbow Maker. There we go. We now have the Rainbow Maker and we're poor again. But I could just go back into the campaign mode and go find the bugs and stuff, and then we can purchase all the other things. So real quick, let's go ahead and slap this Rainbow Maker onto our vehicle here and see what all it does. I'm assuming it's gonna make rainbows, but who knows? I could be wrong. Oh, it's beautiful. That's awesome. How long does it stay there for? Oh, it very, very slowly fades away. Oh, so worth it. This is worth all 10,000. And you know what? I said it better be a double Rainbow Maker with that much money, but I realized, oh, look, we can make a nice figure 8. But I realized that we can actually, oh boy. It applies during build mode too. We can actually make our own double rainbow just as easily like this. Ah, yes, there we go. Double rainbow all the way. And we could, oh, if I didn't put it in an absolutely terrible spot, we could actually kind of make a waving rainbow as well on top there. All right, Rainbow Maker's awesome. I think the Rainbow Maker is one of my new favorite things. Someone has to have made a Nyan Cat by now. I mean, it has to be a thing already. Okay, but this isn't the main point of this episode. The main point of this episode is the maglev train, so let's get to that. There are a few experiments I want to do just to see what is even gonna happen. So in the last episode, we made this crazy thing, which allows us to detach ourselves, and then we can... I broke the sound barrier. I just broke the sound barrier. Did not expect that to happen just then. That scared me a little bit. It was very loud. Breaking the sound barrier will do that to you, though. Okay, so the purpose of this thing is to send ourselves flying up in the air using the electromagnets like this. But this is a little bit excessive, as you can see, with all these electromagnets. So what I'm gonna do is put a bunch of weight on this thing and make it so that I just have the 4 corners of our craft here. And this is gonna be kind of like the initial testing of how a maglev train might be able to work. All right, so what I've done is I've replaced all the electromagnetic blocks that I deleted with 50 kilogram weights. So this thing is really, really heavy now, and we're gonna see if that offsets the electromagnetic strength that much. Hold on, let me deactivate first. All right, now what? Wait. Oh, I have electromagnets underneath my... Oh, there's a lot more electromagnets on here than I thought there was. My bad. I got some deleting to do. Hold on. Ow. Okay, so put the electromagnets on, detach. What is happening? This isn't a good sign. This is not a good sign. Okay, let's try this again. This time I'm gonna detach first, then activate. What is going on? Gonna need a little bit more cooperation from you, okay? Okay, so there's two different things that happens, and neither of them are desirable. If I activate my magnets before I detach, I break the base. If I activate the magnets after I detach, I go flying up into the air. So you know what? Let's just scrap this whole thing, and let's just go with a prototype of how a maglev might be shaped at least, and I'm gonna make some rails and do all the thing. I'm gonna try to make the foundations of a maglev without like the train being actually functional yet, just to see if we can even do this. This might just be a complete fail episode. There might not be any success in this whatsoever. And whether that's gonna be because of my own stupidity or because game physics, we're gonna find out. Okay, so here I've built a very short length of track. So what I'm gonna do is build just a basic mechanism. I'm gonna try an experiment here, and I'm actually gonna put magnets above and below the track. Now that's not going to work in the long term just yet because the magnets below the track will interfere with the posts, but there are ways around that. Right now, I just want to see what happens if we have conflicting magnetic forces pushing against the same thing. Is it going to equal out? Is it going to glitch out? Is it going to destroy everything? I don't think the first option is going to be what happens, but that's the one that we want to happen. Okay, I have a prototype. I really don't expect this to work at all, but I've realized I actually needed 3 sets of electromagnets per corner. So these are all going to be set to push if I've programmed them correctly. So on each corner, we have an electromagnet pushing down, an electromagnet pushing up, an electromagnet pushing away from the track. And if all goes as intended, they should cancel each other out, and we should be stuck in a state of equilibrium, hovering above and below the track. However, more likely, chaos will ensue. So the question is, do I activate them before I detach or after I detach? I'm gonna try before first, because I figure it'd be easier if I'm already in the position that I want to be. And let's try it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, detach. It was fine. I mean, it didn't work when I detached, but it was resting there fine in a position that I didn't care about, and then out of nowhere, it just destroys the whole thing. What's up? What happened? All right, well then, let's try it the other way. We'll detach first, all right, and then in 3, 2, 1, we're gonna activate. 3, 2, 1, activate. All right, so it appears that the push function, it gets completely canceled out on the top one. So now I want to see what happens then if I just delete the bottom row of electromagnets. Will it change what happens? Let me save this first, though. The top and the bottom should no longer be canceling each other out. So will that allow the top part to actually levitate, or probably more likely shoot itself off the platform? All right, here we go. We're pushing, and we are detaching. All right, that kind of does answer that question. This is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Like a lot harder. Okay, what if I have twice as many magnets pushing me up as I do pushing me down? Will they still completely cancel each other out, or is something different gonna happen? All right, so now if I detach and then activate. Oh! That was different. I'm glad that was different. It was terrible, but it was at least different. Now what happens if I activate? Oh boy. All right, so now what happens if I activate the magnets first and then detach? Oh! It's amazing. I love maglev trains. Is this how maglev train, is this how they go? Is this how it works? I don't know what I like better here. Oh, look at this. Look at it. We're floating. We're floating. Okay, all right, I'm going to, I don't know what I'm doing. I have literally no idea how to fix this problem. I'm just gonna keep changing things and seeing what happens. Let's just add a bunch more weight to it, and maybe this solves all of our problems. And detach. Okay, so now you can see we're actually too heavy. It's like a ticking time bomb. What is wrong with you? Why does it wait before it just explodes? All right, activate, detach. All right, see, now we are no longer levitating. And there it goes again. It waits like 5 seconds, and then it explodes. All right, what if I detach first again, and then activate? Okay, so now it seems like... our top magnets don't have enough to hold ourselves up. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete a bunch of this weight. You know, I'm also gonna color the track black so we can contrast it more from our vehicle. All right, so now I've gotten rid of a couple 100 kilograms more weight. Let's see if we can at least stay in like our levitating state now. Here we go, and detach. Okay, yeah, we're too heavy to levitate now. Every time. It's just like a delayed reaction to annihilation. Delayed Annihilation sounds like a good metal band name. So now what I want to do is maybe we get rid of the side electromagnets, and instead we replace them with wheels. And these wheels are going to contain us against the rail, which completely defeats the entire purpose of maglev trains in the first place, to get rid of friction. But it is all for a good cause. Science! Detaching in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh! It's like almost a thing. Now I kind of want to put a motor on it and see what happens. Trust me, I know this is not how maglev trains work. Maglevs, they actually use the magnets to propel the train. But we're working with what we got here, okay? We haven't even gotten the levitation part down yet. And they're not even gonna be this isn't gonna work. All right, activate, detach, go, do the... Delayed annihilation. All right, let's try that again. Detach. Oh, we're levitating. Go. Whoa, we went somewhere. We did a thing, we did a maglev. That should actually allow us to be able to go down the track without any interference. So now, let us extend the track, because we are so successful now that we're gonna be able to get all the way down to the end of this track. No problem, right? All right, here it goes. Magnets activated. Detach. And off we go. I wasn't kidding when I said off we go. Completely off the tracks. That's where we went. All right, let's try this again. Activate, detach, go forward. Wait, why are we no longer loading? Delayed annihilation. All right, activate, detach, go, move. We're not floating anymore. Where's the delayed annihilation? There it is, delayed annihilation. All right, activate, detach, go. We're kind of Delayed annihilation. I'm gonna add another set of electromagnets on top. Not because I think it's gonna solve our problem, just because I think it might make something different happen, maybe, I don't know. All right, triple upper electromagnets, activate and detach. What? I can't do that. I don't know how to make the maglev work, guys. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is, what am I gonna do now? What do I do? There's no real logic behind anything I'm doing right now. It's just kind of like spraying and praying with ideas, just making changes and seeing if something good happens. 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa! Whoa! Almost success. Go. Okay, how do we get it to be stable though? Maybe we need more than 4. Let's detach in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Delayed annihilation. Okay, all right, hear me out here. Hear me out on this one. We delete the electromagnets we added to the bottom and replace them with wheels, further defeating the whole purpose of a maglev train. And you know, I know this thought has probably crossed some of your minds too. I'm just gonna let you know that it's crossed my mind, just so you don't think I'm an idiot down in the comments. I've realized that this is probably so much easier to do with hover pads that were already in the game this whole time. But now that we have something called an electromagnet, a maglev just seems like so much more reasonable of a thing to create. But we already have a part that would probably be easier to do it with. But the whole point is to play around with electromagnets, so I'm just gonna pretend like that's not a thing that is in the back of my mind this whole time, okay? Now let's see if the wheels make a difference. And detach. What? Ah, we're going. That was pretty short-lived, but it was lived. It lived for a millisecond. Detach. We're almost kind of floating. Oh, whoa. Whoa, we're doing it. This is the most terrible creation I've ever made. That's probably not true, but right now it feels like it. I can't believe that we actually got anywhere though. Oh, that was amazing. We need more track and go. Go, go, go. It's working. We're levitating. We're magleving. We're doing the maglev. We're magnetization with the levitation. Okay, it's done now. It's done. It's done. We lost our rear left magnet, and that's what killed us. Okay, so out of curiosity now, the hover pads are so much bigger. It's not going to be an easy job, but I just want to replace these with hover pads and just see what happens. All right, so here's the same one with hover pads on top. Let's just see how much easier this is going to make it, huh? All right, they are active and they are detached. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my, I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Oh, I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. All you gotta do, we could do maglev trains the whole time. You don't need electromagnets, you need hover pads. Okay, all right, but I have to see what happens if I put the hover pads on the bottom as well, like I originally did. The bottom and the sides. I want to see what happens. Do they all equal out? Can we have a stable, true maglev using just the hover pads? I cannot believe how much smoother. Look at how smooth this is. Look at this. It's amazing. I do not regret the first hour I put into this at all. All right, well, here goes nothing. This one now has the hover pads on all the sides as was the original design. Is this going to work now? This looks awesome, though. I love the way this looks. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, detach. Oh, no way. You have to be kidding me. I don't have any propulsion, though. But look at this. I can't believe this works. Why? Oh, guys. Oh, I got an idea. Oh, boy, I got an idea. I want to make this thing now get propelled, but using the hover pads themselves. And I think I have a way to do it. I don't know if this is going to work, but this will be amazing if it does. All right, here's the moment of truth. I have no idea if this is going to work as propulsion, but first, it looks like we can still levitate. All right, now I'm going to try to go forward. All right, well, what about if I... Oh, no. Okay, it works the reverse way. But you see what I was getting at, right? It doesn't really work much at all. Oh, unless... Oh, wait a minute. I got an idea. All right. I think I can adopt this into a way that actually works. Okay, this might just ruin everything, but what I've done is I've created a backboard here so that when these hover pads turn, I'm hoping that they're going to push against this part of our vehicle, propelling us forward. That's the plan, at least. Let's see what happens. All right, we're hovering, and now go forward. Nothing. It's not working at all. It might be because they're actually in contact with the rails. They might be just too close. Oh, it's moving forward. It's actually moving forward. It is not the fastest, but we may be able to make it a little bit faster. And then if I want to go backwards, oh, it has directional control. That's a huge step. I don't think you understand how big of a step that actually is. Oh, man. And I think I can adjust. I think I can make some adjustments to make it even better. All right, so I wasn't able to make this thing go more than like 1 or 2 kilometers an hour by just using the hover pad. So I added some thrusters on it to see how much faster we can go, which is apparently really not that fast at all. Perhaps I'm just not ready to innovate the industry of magnetic levitation transportation. But at least now I can say it wasn't because of lack of trying. Well, I'm gonna go off to form my new band called Delayed Annihilation now. If you guys enjoyed this episode, you're gonna want to check out this playlist right here. It has plenty of other crazy Trailmakers experiments in it. I hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.